Hi, welcome to this lesson. So in this lesson, I'm gonna show you how to create the Titanic gold layer, which is the third and maybe the final layer out of your data. If you remember from the lesson that we talked about the Medellin architecture, your data go through bronze, silver, and gold. While bronze is the data as is received from the source system, silver is the data that is cleaned, modified in a way that increases the quality. And finally, the gold layer is a set of aggregations or summaries or some of the statistics that you build on top of your silver layer that become useful for visualization, dashboarding, and things like that. So what we're going to do here, so I'm going to create a third notebook. I'm going to call it actually a bit of organization. When you work with Databricks, you see there is a lot of notebooks here. So let's a bit of organize this. We're going to create a folder, create folder. Let's call it Titanic, just to group the data, our work. And then you can move Titanic silver. This is the one we did, right? And maybe Titanic bronze. So we have Titanic bronze and silver. Just a bit of organization for here. Maybe actually could create another notebook. It depends on really, uh, you know, uh, let's call it notebooks or random notebooks. It's created. This is just the stuff that you do for testing or things that you would do one time, one off kind of thing, right? So you've got, let's put this here. So I've got random and Titanic. Titanic actually have the quick start. Let's put it back here and then go to random and then place the quick store. What else? Okay, good. So we have the Titanic folder has two just notebooks. Let's create the third one, which is called notebook. Call it Titanic underscore gold. I'm gonna also use SQL. It remembers from my previous decision SQL, so I like to use SQL most of the time because it's easier. It's the standard way to do. If I'm stuck with SQL, then I use Python. This is pretty much most of the data engineers use SQL and Python. So try to like align yourself to what's the most common. Some people use Scala, some other people use R. It's up to you, but most of the time you're gonna do everything in SQL, maybe Python as well. So I'm gonna stick with SQL this time. So I'm gonna create. So now it's created a new notebook called Titanic underscore gold SQL. As usual, let's use database Titanic, the standard one. Just everything I'm gonna write in this notebook is for one database, which is Titanic. If you're gonna use multiple databases, that's not gonna help you because you have to switch uses every time, or just use the prefix. Much would be much easier. So we're gonna create some goals of, let's say, let's first select asterisk from train bronze and silver. I'm gonna bronze silver, right? And then shift and enter. Let's see. So this is the table, right? Let's say, okay, my business interested, or I'm interested to see a dashboard about how many actually male and female on that were boarding the Titanic, right? I want to have this as a summary. This is for my business. If you are in a retail business, I see how many products did we sell last week or last month, and you create a table that display this kind of information. Where you get this data from? The silver layer. I want to know how many customers that got discount on a specific products last month. What is the top seller or the best seller product? This is all kind of summaries. You get it out of the silver layer. So let's say in the Titanic scenario, I want to know how many male and female that were boarding on the Titanic. So I'm gonna say select. This is my statement. Select. So I want to know the sex and the total passengers. So sex, total, and actually the count asterisk as total passenger from train silver, right? Now because you have a grouping, you have an aggregation, you need a group by. So group by, I'm gonna group by sex at this stage, right? So let's run, see what's going on. Yeah, going fine. So we have a female 200. There was a 261 on my data set females and 453 as males. All right, you can use it like that, or you can actually create a table out of it. So create table Let's call it um, uh, train or um, 6 groups as. So basically we created a table called 6 groups as select. So this is going to create a table from this one. You run. And this is a gold table, right? So check here. Now we have 6 groups as a table. Now let's visualize this table. Select asterisk from 6 groups. Yeah, here's a table. Now let's build some visualization. So I click here, visualization. Yeah, that's a nice one, but I like to see the by chart visualization. Yeah, you have a nice chart, male, female distribution. Okay, then save it. Let's call it sex distribution. Right? Okay, how about let's create another one. How about I want to know how many survived males and survived females and not survived male, not survived female. So let's do another one. How we do that? We can say, I'll actually copy paste, recycle this SQL, copy, put it here, because it's pretty much based on the same logic. I'm just gonna change a bit. I'm gonna create 6 survived group as I want to select the 6, the count, but also the survived. And then also the grouping will include survived. Right, so run. Let's see what we're gonna get. So we're gonna create a table called 6. So actually have, yeah, anyway, just double score here. But anyway, so let's select asterisk from this table. Select asterisk from, see the content. Yeah, so we have survived one means they actually survived. So the 197 female survived, 64 female died, 360 male died, and 93 male survived. Now let's visualize this one. Now click here, visualization. Let's choose yeah, you can see it that way, but maybe let's do better. Let's do bar chart. Yeah, that's much better. So this is male, female, how many survived or not survived are a different color. Let's save this. Let's call it 6 survived. So we have 2 dashboards now. Let's add the dashboard to a new dashboard. You see, when you click here on the visualization, click add to dashboard. We have a dashboard here. So we make it like this. All right, that's cool. Let's go back to let's call it Titanic dashboard. Let's go back to the notebook. So we added this one. Let's add this one as well. Click here, add the dashboard. Now we have the dashboard already there, so we check it. It's now already added to this one. Let's open the dashboard. So we have the 2 graphs here. Let's maybe put it next to each other. Yeah, maybe a little longer. Yeah. So looks good. So we have a dashboard now. This is the Titanic Gold dashboard. And this is what we mean when you build the 3rd layer, the gold layer. This is the kind of aggregation that you would like to present to the business. Maybe a dashboard, maybe a report. The business can see this dashboard and this report regularly. But this is pretty much it. So you have created now 3 different notebooks. One bronze, silver, and layer. The bronze loads the data from the storage. and then the silver, clean the data, and gain gold with some visualization. That's it for the next lesson, and see you next lesson.